Got it?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. I want to thank everyone for attending. I know this is our first meeting back. Just for the record, we were supposed to have an in-person meeting, but the governor, she relinquished or rather, she removed the in-person meeting requirement that the prior governor had put, and now has put us on virtual until January, I believe it's January 15th or 16th, at which time then it'll get reviewed again and it'll be decided whether we'll stay on virtual for the rest of the year or go back in person. But in the meantime, I want to thank everybody for showing up. For those who don't know me, I'm Roberto Crespo. I'm the chairman of the board, and I know that some of you have met the staff. Most of you know the staff, but I would like for our staff members to introduce themselves that are on the air. Ralph?
Hi, Ralph Acevedo, District Manager.
Cynthia on?
Yeah, good evening. This is Cynthia from Community Coordinator.
Is Daniela?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got Danielle, Cynthia, and Ralph. For all the new board members, those are the three individuals that operate our office and do a dynamite job in keeping the board involved and up to date on all issues in community board two and outside of
I
board
think
two.
they're trying not to do like pictures and stuff. So they. Hello.
Well,
Hello.
so I will
It's me,
ask,
Altagracia.
okay, I will say thank you for again for showing up and for having us have quorum on time and Ralph, can you read or Cynthia, can you read? Because I'm working out of my car and I can't see the agenda. So I know I did my welcoming. Is there what's next? I can't see it from here.
I'm here.
It's supposed to be the public session.
Okay. For public session, was there anybody that signed up, Cynthia, for public session?
I'm here, Altagracia.
We heard you.
Okay.
No, we had someone reach out asking about public session. I'm not too sure if they're on.
Okay.
No one physically gave a form in.
Okay. All right. So then we have no one for public session at this time. The next item after public session is can you scroll it up for me? After public session.
Meeting, they really don't want to.
Sorry, everybody. This is the world of technology, and sometimes it's a little difficult. Doesn't want to work with us.
It's okay.
Cynthia or Rob, can you scroll up?
Yeah, I'm trying to, and it's not allowing me. So give me a second.
Just tell me what's the next item.
It's on the side. If you scroll, you'll see the numbers, and you just got to hit the arrow down. You're ready to go.
Still out of trouble. I'm having trouble too. Huh?
Okay, got it. So the commanding
Can you
officers
hold on one
report.
second, please? Whoever is, please mute yourselves. There's a lot of background noise. Thank you.
And again, as we're working out of technology, the district manager has requested that everybody mute themselves until if you want to be recognized, there's an icon on your computer, and you touch it, and it raises your hand, and then you'll be recognized, and then you can unmute yourself. But now that we're to the next section, which is the commanding officer's report, is and for everybody's information, those that don't know, it's no longer Captain Shublin. It is now Deputy Inspector Shublin. He's been promoted. It's been about a month ago he got promoted.
I think he wants to come pick his car.
Congratulations, Inspector, if you're on.
Hey, Mr. Chairman, it's Sergeant Guillermo. I'm going to be doing the meeting.
Yes, I don't see, I
Sends his
see the sergeant is here. Thank you, Sergeant.
Thank you, Sergeant.
So, thank you very much. Deputy Inspector Shublin sends his regards. So we're just going to go over the 28-day stats real quick. Unfortunately, we took a murder, which I'll go into length afterwards at the end of the stats. I'll give you the rundown on that. We're up a little in rapes. We're up a lot in felony assaults, but that's because of Rikers Island. We're still counting those stats. Rikers has kind of been a mess lately. They're trying to get a handle on that, so that's why we're up in those numbers. We are, let's see here, we're up a tad bit in robberies. I'm not really concerned. It's 12 over 10. We're actually down in burglaries, 25%, and we're down 32% in grand larcenies. And GLAs is the same percentage from last year to this year, so we're very happy about that stat. In regards to the murder that we had, so there was an incident, I believe it was September 5th. A boy, who was 15-year-old boy, stabbed and killed another 17-year-old boy on Westchester and Southern. Unfortunately, the perpetrator had been arrested a couple of days earlier for a gun, and he was released on his own recognizance, so he was back out again. We still don't really know what the beef was about. We don't know if it stemmed from the school or if there was an earlier. It's an ongoing investigation right now. If there was an ongoing beef or it was just something that the kids ran into each other that day. But it's always terrible anytime we take a homicide, and now now there's two families that are ruined. It's the kid obviously who died, and also the perpetrator who's now going to go to jail. So that's pretty much it. I don't know if anybody has any questions for me.
How old were they again?
So the victim was 17 and the perpetrator was 15. So they were both juveniles. This is at Westchester and Southern. It was like right after school. The victim actually went to school at 1001 Intervale. And I guess this was right after school, so he was waiting for the bus, and it was right near the Dunkin' Donuts. I guess they exchanged words. We don't really know, I can't really get too far into the details as of right now, but that's where it ended up happening. He was alive when they took him to the hospital. They did surgery. They did a couple of surgeries on him, but he just succumbed to his injuries, unfortunately.
Sergeant Guillermo?
Yes,
Sergeant
I'm here.
Guillermo, hi, how are you, hon?
Hi, love. How are you?
Okay, darling, listen, keep up the good work. Appreciate you.
Thank you, darling. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Sarge, the individual I know, he succumbed to death. The other individual was arrested. Am I correct?
Yeah, we placed him under arrest this past week. We ID'd him pretty quickly. We just had to get our ducks in a row. He had been arrested for a gun charge in Manhattan. I don't want to say maybe 5-6 days before this stabbing incident. So now, but with the new laws and the new the state laws that they have now, we would have kept him in on the gun charge, but they released him, and then 5 or 6 days later, he ends up stabbing his kid. So it was just an unfortunate incident. It kind of parlays into the whole school thing. I have a meeting on Friday, which is that's a whole other ball of wax now. So when they defunded the school, they wanted to take school safety out of schools. But it's becoming a problem because now I don't know if they want the NYPD back in the schools. I don't really know how we don't really know how this whole thing is going to work. I think they didn't really plan on this whole thing, and now that the schools are open, this was the first week of school, so school safety has been in the schools. But as far as I was made aware of, I think they're pulling them out of the schools by the end of the week. But now there's talk about keeping them in the schools. So, but we have a couple of trouble spots in our area. A couple of the schools. So my YCOs have been going to the schools for dismissal. It's mostly dismissal in the afternoon. It's not really too much of a problem in the morning, but definitely in the afternoon. 977 Fox Street, that's one of my problem schools. Longwood Prep, which is 965 Longwood, that's another one that's becoming a problem. So there's a couple different schools that we're keeping an eye on, and then I'll have more information. I'll reach out to District Manager Acevedo and Chairman Crespo at the end of the week, and I'll let them know what decision they make as far as school safety goes. Because originally they wanted to pull all school safety out of the schools. I don't know how logistically they're going to do that, but that's originally what they wanted to do.
All right, thank you for that report.
Yeah, of
Sergeant.
course.
And please do let us know what's going on. We will some way, somehow, try to see how we can get some information from the division, from the Board of Education, or the Department of Education now. And we'll
Right.
see how we can coordinate this issue. And give my regards to the boss and tell him I miss him. And congratulations on his promotion.
Definitely will do.
Community board.
Hello?
Yes. So now, after getting the commanding officer's report, we will go now into public session. This is a public session, into the business session. I'm sorry, business session. This is only for community board members. If you are a member of the community, but you're not a board member, if you have a question and you can get it to one of the board members, please pass it on to one of the board members, and they will, in turn, give us the question on whatever the issue may be. But this is only for board members at this time. With that being said, Yvonne, are you on?
No, she's not here today.
All right. Okay.
Do you have the attendance sheet, Cynthia?
Hold on. Okay. So once I say your name, please just say present or here, whichever one is fine. Carrie Agapito,
Here, present.
Elvis Austin Jr., Evelyn Arauz, Raymond Arroyo,
They can't see you because I took the tape.
Love
I didn't use
Betancourt,
the tape anymore.
So they take the tape off.
Why?
Miles Burnett,
Your name is here. Why?
Cynthia, wait a second. Somebody has an open mic, please. Go ahead, continue,
Raymond
Cynthia.
Arroyo is here, sorry.
okay. Roberto Crespo,
Present.
Paula Fierce Conyers,
Paula's on a personal family emergency.
Did you
out
call
in
me,
Texas.
Cindy?
Evelyn?
Yeah.
Yes, I called you.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry.
Everything.
Paul Coverdale,
Here.
Altagracia Cruz. Well, we heard her earlier. She's muted because she's on the phone. Julia Cruz. She's on the phone too. Sandra de Jesus.
Here.
Kevin Ellison. I saw him earlier. Sonia Ferguson.
Present.
Who's present? Sonia?
Yes, Sonia Ferguson. I'm here.
Thank you. Pascual Gomez. Alexandra Guadalupe,
Pascual is around because we were just
Okay.
talking to him.
Guadalupe is present.
thank you. Ivan Guillen, Jesse Harris, Jennifer Kelman, thank you. Jeffrey Korn,
Here.
LaShawn Lindsay,
It says you're muted, but I don't think you are.
Talia Simon Linquist,
Present.
Barbara Lopez, Roland Lopez, Nick Mario, Luis Marrero, Jonathan Matier, Cedric McCluster,
Present.
Victoria McCoy, Greg, Monique Menace,
Yeah.
Clifford Munoz, Reverend Moses, Lynette Alderman,
Here.
Excuse me, I couldn't get my mute. Clifford Muniz is here.
thank you. Lynette Olmo,
Here.
Maggie Ortiz,
Present.
Larry Robinson,
I'm here.
Anthony Rodriguez,
Present.
Charlie Samboy, Richard Sherman,
Here.
Tamara,
Charlie is here as well.
thank you. Tamara South, Nancy Taveras,
I'm here.
no worries. Thank you, Tamara. Maria Torres,
Here.
thank you. Reverend John Udo Ukang, and forgive me if I mispronounced his name, Talia Williams, Mary Lee Roten. All right, so give me a second because we don't have quorum right now.
You don't have quorum.
No,
How far are you from?
give me 1 second.
Half the people not there.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true. She's there. Love is there to see if you do anything. Love is there to see if you do anything important.
We have 14 members that are missing, and then we have how many present?
If you have 40, you got quorum. If you got
Oh
40.
yes. Okay, we do have quorum. Somebody just jumped on. Who's speaking?
Yes, I'm sorry. This is El Porton.
Okay, thank you. But we have
So you
quorum
have
then.
so you have quorum. Yeah. All right. Thank you. So with that having quorum, as everybody knows, the minutes are being recorded. The recording is on YouTube, and Cynthia can put it up, or Ralph can put it up as to how to get through YouTube and hear the report again. If there's anything that is not clear, please notify the board, and we will try and clarify it or review the minutes on the clarification. However, with that, I'll accept the
And if I do that, I will never be on the link again.
I'll accept the minute. I'll accept the motion to accept the minutes.
Alexandra Guadalupe.
Okay, thank you, Alexandra. Any, their second?
I second Jeff Corn.
Jeff, thank you very much. All those, anybody not in favor, please say so now.
Just want to introduce myself.
Anybody abstaining?
Just want to introduce myself. My name is Gilly Delgado. I represent Gun Down Life Up Lincoln Hospital.
Wait, I'm sorry. We will call you because there's too many people and we're in business session right now. So just bear with us, okay?
Is there anybody, it was second by Jeff, so anybody abstains? Any noes? Not hearing none, the minutes, the motion for the minutes carry. Now, the chairman's report. On the chairman's report, it's going to be very short. I have approximately 9 names that are new board members to the board, which gives us approximately 44 members, 44 members on the board. And the names are, hold on a second, are Carrie Agapito,
Harry Agapito, Raymond Arroyo, Paul Coverdale, Jonathan Maitia, Clifford Muñez, Anthony Rodriguez, Charlie Samboy, Tamara South, and Talia Williams.
Right. Those are 9 new board members. I hope they're on the air and they've opened up the camera so like that you can see who they are. If they're not on right now, we'll hope to get them on as soon as possible. The other issues that I got to talk about, there were 4 removals, and the removals are because they did not submit their applications, which was Luis Castillo, Stephanie Cordero, and Shaquan Hunt. There's also Sylvia Sanchez, which was removed by the board at the last term of the meetings that we had. So those were the 4 that were removed. We have now approximately 44 new board members. And so I welcome the new board members that are here, that are on. I know some of them I don't know, but I'm sure that they're going to be very instrumental and help us out in our endeavors with the community board and the community and our issues. My only last one thing that I want to say is to all the board members, I think that there is a misconception out there that when we have staff at meetings, that staff should not have the right to make statements when board members are discussing issues. I want it to be known that the staff they're there to assist us. And sometimes we're not clear on the issues. And sometimes there are issues that are not registering with whatever's being said. So I want everybody to understand there is no reason why a board, a staff person should be told, you made your point, now let us talk. There should not be any statement like that ever again. There was a statement like that done last week, and I'm not happy with that statement. I understand both sides, but the truth is that sometimes we need our staff members to give us a better reflection of what is being said, and I I wanna apologize to the board member, to the committee, and also uh, to the staff member when this occurred. Um, that should have never happened. It's never happened in this board before. It should not happen ever again. Um, Furthermore, um, for committee chairs and committee members, understand that you may have your colleagues from the board sitting on a committee meeting and they wish to make a statement. Once they are recognized, they have the right to speak. They should not be told that they do not have any right to say anything at a committee meeting. Everybody has a right to say something at a committee meeting. This board is not a dictatorship. Contrary to some people's beliefs or laughter or whatever they're going through, this is not a dictatorship. I have never tried to be a dictator, and during my term as chairman of this board, and I would hope that everyone would respect one another in its proper fashion. To the executive board members, I am going to tell you now that we need to have a meeting. Probably you will get a notice tomorrow to have a meeting, a 20-minute meeting on Friday to discuss an issue that needs to be addressed. Uh, and that's for the executive board members only, which means the chairmen of the committee and the executive board. I will ask the staff. I will sit with the staff either later tonight or tomorrow, and ask them to send out a notice to the executive committee to alert them how to sign on to the meeting, and hopefully we can have this meeting on Friday. It's very, very, very important that we have this meeting. It's not going to take long. The max I think is going to be 20 minutes to a half an hour max. It'll probably be at lunchtime, so like that, around 12 o'clock, so like that it doesn't interfere with work. Even though most of the chairs have different hours for lunch because they have different issues at work, and they hold different positions. But those that can make it, I would hope you will make it. And with that, I will finish. I will conclude my district manager. I'm sorry, my chairman's report, and ask the district manager to have his report.
Can I see if everybody can hear me now?
Yes, Julia, I hear you loud and clear, Julia.
And I'm sorry, and I
Oh my goodness, thank you.
I will be off. I will be off the air because I'm ready to lose my battery, and I'm stuck in a traffic jam on Bruckner Boulevard that I don't think I'm ever going to get out. So, so Julia, can you please take over the meeting, please?
Yes, I can. Good evening, everybody. This is the first vice chair, Julia Cruz. How is everybody?
Good evening, Julia.
Well, you can't
Thank
see,
you.
so I'm hoping everybody's okay. Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Thank you.
Good evening.
And we'll just move ahead. Bobby, thank you so much, and good luck tonight. Chairman's report is done. We introduced the all new board members. And now we go to, I missed it. Did we discuss the removal?
Yes, we did.
We did.
Already.
We did. Okay. District manager, Ralph, your report?
Yes. Good evening. Thank you, Madam First Vice Chair. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome to the new board members also. I know it's been chaotic with the pandemic, but it's good to see. We have roughly almost 60 people on with us now, so that's a great turnout. I'll be as brief as possible with the district manager's report. Our office is open, but the building is still closed. We still have access, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. You can call or email, but we can't have in-person meetings anyway. So, but if anyone has any questions regarding that, you can always reach out to us. This is the time of the year with capital and budget expense reports. So I'm going to kindly ask that all board members that wish to make a request, please put it in writing and send it to me in an email. That's the capital and budget expense report. This is the time of the year. It's due next month. So we have roughly, 2 to 3 weeks to submit to me. If you have any questions regarding what's a capital and what's a budget expense, I'll be more than happy to go over it and give you examples of what's what and what's been submitted in the past. You can always look at the community board portal for that, and see what was actually submitted and what we requested, what was approved and what was denied. And then lastly, I want to mention the fact that we like to advertise and announce events that are occurring not only in our district but in the borough and maybe even citywide. Everything that we post online has to be free of charge. It has to be a free service or a free event. We do not post anything that is soliciting a fee or a donation or a GoFundMe page. It is a strict conflict of interest. It is something that I myself had always set that as one of our priorities not to do. And it is my policy, and it's something that is being spread around through the borough now. And I just want everyone to be made aware of. We love posting events and get the word out of services that could benefit everyone, but they have to be free services. So if you're looking to submit something to the office, please make sure that it falls under those guidelines. And that's basically it for the district manager's report. If there's any questions, if not, that will conclude my report, Madam First Vice Chair. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I have received a lot of the flyers, and they're very helpful. I'm able to distribute them at work. So everybody, look at those flyers. They're very helpful. And actually, there's a lot of stuff going on in the borough, including our own district. So just be on the lookout for them. Now,
yes,
is Alexis
you can go.
here?
Yes, besides the emails, we got our social media, our Facebook,
Yes,
Instagram,
correct.
and Twitter handles. So thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, you're welcome. Is Alex Ruiz here? Borough President's report? If not, Cynthia, can you give me the next page?
She's there, but let me unmute her. Let me see if I could.
Okay, great.
Hi, I'm sorry. I could not unmute myself for whatever reason.
I know, I had the same problem. I don't know what was going on, but we figured it out. So welcome. Hello.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome new board members. I'm so excited that you're all here. I have a few updates. So the new community board member orientation will be taking place October 18th on Monday at 6 p.m. online. Everyone should have received an email from me today with the flyer attached. If for whatever reason you haven't, please write to me on the chat and I will take care of that. The most recent Borough President newsletter was sent out to board members as well as the board, and it contains the most recent information on both COVID and assistance for Hurricane Ida victims. So check that out. If anyone has any questions, please reach out and I'll leave my information in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Alexis. That was quick. Next page. I think the next thing on the agenda would be if anybody here from any elected officials' office is here. Do we have who's here?
Good evening. My name is Carlos M. Torres. I'm the Crime Prevention Coordinator over at the Bronx District Attorney's Office. Good evening, everyone. I'll put my
Welcome,
information.
Carlos.
Thank you. I'll put my information in the chat box. Just want to let everybody know that on October 16th, we're hosting our 4th annual 5K against domestic violence. The event's going to be kick off at 9:30, so it's from 9:30 to 12:30. If you register, the registration is free. You register, you get a free shirt that says Bronx DA's 5K against domestic violence. It starts off at 161st Street on the Grand Concourse. So again, I put my name, my email, and the information for the 5K in the chat box. And I just wanted to say thank you for having me. And just real quick, I won't take up too much time, but October is Crime Prevention Month. We're in the process of discussing a crime prevention reentry resource fair. Once I have further details, I will make sure to send an invite and ask folks to table. So once again, thank you for your time and consideration. I greatly appreciate it.
Carlos, thank you so much, and thank you for all you're doing and keeping us informed. Cynthia, who would be next?
I'm sorry.
That's okay. We're having a lot of trouble today.
Yeah, I saw Emmanuel.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I do hear you.
We
Yes.
could hear you
Hi.
now. We could hear you now.
Perfect. I was trying to
Emmanuel.
mute myself as well. So thank you so much. Hi, everyone. My name is Emmanuel Martinez. I am the Chief of Staff for Assemblywoman Chantel Jackson's office. We would like to thank and welcome everyone back to the Community Board. And I will get on with my report. So currently, the Assembly member is actively working to making sure that we're keeping our community safe. We've been throughout the district been distributing some masks and hand sanitizer, so those who are interested in it can request it from our office. In addition to that, some of the events that we covered, we had a event called Stroll for Life. It's basically a infant mortality initiative. We partner up with our local organizations throughout the district to kind of bring awareness of what's going on. On the legislative component, we were called throughout over the summer to do a special session with the new governor. We were called to extend the moratorium. So those who are aware of it, that's basically to help our constituents on the ground level. Our office is actively working with ERAB applications. So those who are interested in receiving help, you can contact our office. I will leave my information in the chat. In addition to that, we also are helping small businesses with some information regarding like $8 million program. So if you know someone who has a business and is looking for help, we can provide some help with that. And also another inquiry that we have is City FEPS. Those who are interested in applying for that, we can also assist with that. I will leave my information in chat along with my constituent service director, who will be in contact with those who are interested. Any future events that we have, we're planning, is still in the planning stage, but we're going to do another distribution site, a distribution effort with hand sanitizers and masks. We're looking to partner up with our local elected officials office. We're planning to do it right by the courthouse. So we'll have more further information once everything comes together. I want to thank everyone on this call, especially Cynthia and our district manager and chair. Thank you so much for having me here. Look forward to staying for the rest of the meeting. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your energy. I saw also, Cynthia, I saw Maritza.
Yes.
I saw her name pop up. Maritza from Councilman Salamanca's office. How are you?
Good in you, Julia?
Yes,
Hi,
that's
can you
me. Yeah. You didn't recognize my voice?
Yes, I did. Good evening, everyone. My name is Maritza Ogades Wiggins. Those who do not know me, I'm a community liaison for Council Member Rafael Salamanca Jr.'s office, District 17. I already put my information in the chat if anyone needs to contact me with any concerns or questions. Tomorrow we're having the COVID testing, self-swab is from 10 o'clock in the morning to 4:30 p.m. If anyone's interested, it's going to be at the district office at 1070 Southern Boulevard. And I think that's all I have to say. If anyone wants to know what other events we have, you could always sign up for our newsletter. You send us an email, and we'll add you to the newsletter. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Marissa, you forgot to mention the party that the councilman had this past Sunday.
Oh yes, it was a good turnout. There was more than I would say more. I don't know, probably a million people there. It was a lot of people. It was a good turnout. What you said, Julie?
That it was fun. Please thank the councilman. I had a great time.
Oh, I'm glad you guys had a good time. It was a great turnout.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and thank you for what you do. Cynthia, anybody else?
We have Monica and Brian. So Monica is from, give me 1 second.
Hello, good evening. How are you? God bless you.
Hi, Monica.
My name is Monica. Hello,
Monica, just introduce
Cynthia.
yourself.
Okay.
Introduce yourself, Monica.
I'm Monica Monzon, and I work for State Assembly Kenny Burgos. I'm the district manager at the office, and we've been very busy. We've been busy through the summer. We did our summer event. That was in our first summer event. It was in Morrison and Westchester Ave. We were able to give almost like about 400 book bags, and it was a good turnout. We've been in the beginning of the school year. We also visit the first day of school, the kids. We gave them some supplies. Also, with the parents, we greet and meet them their first day of school. And we are open from Monday to Friday with appointment only. We are assisting with the EWF, which is the exclusive workers fund. We are super booked. It's been very helpful for the community. So that's one of the things that we've been doing. We also helping out with the FEMA, with the hurricane. There are people that are coming in to fill out also the form because they don't have the internet. We also we've been working with Wildcats and sanitation together because we've been having a big problem in our area that people come and dump the garbage within our area. So they've been very helpful. We've been cleaning out our streets, Westchester Ave, on the corners, and that's pretty much it. And the biggest thing on Rikers Island, I mean, there's a lot of things to it, but as far as what I know, the 200 inmates that were released, they weren't released in the streets. They were moved to other facilities, which it was safer an environment for them. There's a lot of things within what he's doing with Senator Biaggi. So there's a lot of stuff that we're doing at the office. And if I put my information there, if you guys need anything, just email me or just give me a call. God bless. Thank you.
Monica, thank you so much, and thank you for all you're doing.
I have a
Thank
question.
you so much.
Do you have, does Burgos have a letter that he sends out?
You know what? We're working on it. We're working on it. I think we're gonna have the district before. I think we're doing it now. And they are working on it. So as soon as we get it, I'm definitely gonna send it to you. Oh, and then sorry, this is the last thing, only 1 minute. We are putting together, I am going to send it out by the end of the week. We are putting together a Spanish Heritage Tour. So what are we doing is on October 9th, we are going to have a taste of tour. 5 different restaurants, and we're going to be sending invitations to all the officials, the boards, so you guys can join us. So be alert on that, and hopefully I get to see you guys on October 9th.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Cynthia?
No problem.
Anybody else?
We have Brian Polanco.
Brian, are you with us?
I'm here. I'm listed as BPWP. That stands for Brian Polanco Work Phone. This helps me to tell the difference between my 2 phones. Good evening, everyone. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy that everybody's here for the first community board meeting of September. So I just want to give some brief updates. So if you don't know, my name is Brian Polanco. I'm the Bronx Borough Advocate for Office of Public Advocate. My email is bpolanco@advocate.nyc.gov. We have constituent services hotline. I'm going to put that information in the chat. But just to briefly go over some recent events, the public advocate recently testified at the state legislature calling for a change to election reforms, including restructuring the Board of Elections.
I'm sorry, the person speaking is very low. I could barely make out what he's saying.
Can you hear me now?
A little better.
Okay. So the public advocate recently testified at the state legislature calling for changes to election reforms, such as restructuring the Board of Elections, improving vote by mail, enhancing voting accessibility, modifying and expanding the campaign finance system, and reforming the Board of Elections contracting process. And we also call for the passage of a bill that would essentially restore voting rights in municipal elections to non-voting citizens during a city council hearing, which is why he's a co-sponsor of the Our City, Our Vote bill, which will provide a process for lawful permanent residents in New York City to vote in municipal elections. And we also had an event today where we essentially we're talking about the racial impact study bill that we co-sponsored with Councilman Salamanca's office that will require, whenever rezoning is being done, to be able to analyze the racial impact of that community that's being rezoned. I'm going to include my information in the chat. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to let me know. Happy to see you all, and I hope you have a great day.
Thank you so much for the information. Cynthia, anybody else that you see called in?
I don't, and there's a couple of callers, but I'm not too sure who they are. So.
Okay, is anybody there from any legislator or any
elected officials?
Anybody else from the elected officials' offices? Okay, so we can move on to our committee reports. Our first committee we have is Economic Development. Maria Torres, Chair. Maria?
Good evening. Thank you, Julia. I will
You're
try
welcome.
to be.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll try to make this quick because we do have a voting item. We met and we had a very productive meeting. We had Justin Lamorella of New York City Department of City Planning, and he talked about the open restaurants policies. But more than that, there are 5 text amendments that City Planning has requested community boards to vote on or to discuss. And so our first action is a motion to approve New York City Planning's 5 text amendments with the stipulations that all 5 have community board recommendations, that the amendments are not just put through, that there would be community board approval or at least recommendations put through on it. That was voted on and passed within our meeting. And so that's the motion that's in front of everybody here tonight.
Does anybody have any questions regarding this motion? Since it was passed at committee level, do I have a second?
Maria, I'm sorry, can you
I'll
just say that one more time, what the motion is for? I don't think I understood it. I'm sorry, honey.
I know we've been talking about this for a while. This has been kind of on
Thank you, Cynthia.
The agenda. So there's 5 text amendments, and basically, I think Ralph could give a little bit more about what text amendments are exactly, but the issues, the main issue is the open restaurant, and the one we're voting on is only for sidewalk cafes. It's not for the ones in the street. I know, that's not in this. I see Cynthia has her hand raised. If you want to say a little bit more. Or...
That was an accident, but I do have the booklet. So if anyone's interested, they can always just put your name in the chat and I'll email you the booklet. Because I think it's about like 16 pages.
And I know that, we've talked about these issues on and off, and it's kind of like a EULA process, like that it's going to go beyond us, but we as a board wanted to go on the record with this recommendation about having community board approval or accept community board recommendations when they're doing these things in the future. So if a restaurant applies to have the sidewalk cafe, that the board would be able to say, yes, that's a great restaurant, they have good standing and so on and so forth, yes, please go ahead, versus, just getting blanket approval. So that was our main amendment and our stipulation to those items.
Does anybody have any other questions? It's just for the sidewalk, nothing else, and it's just to bring it to the board before any decisions are made. So does anybody else have any other question? One more question? Okay, not hearing none. It was passed in committee level. Do I have a second?
Jesse
I
Harris
second.
seconds it.
I'll second it.
Jesse Harris, second. Let's vote. Let's just ask if anybody opposes. Just unmute and just verbalize you're opposing.
Julia, I'm sorry. So we do have new board members, so they can abstain because they don't know the process.
That's correct. And they haven't been in the discussions. They should abstain.
For the
Can I hear?
I'm sorry, Julia. So for the new board members, if they want to abstain,
They can abstain unless they have information.
Mm-hmm.
This is Raymond. I've actually listened in on.
Ray, I can barely hear you.
Yeah, I was at Maria's meeting, so I won't be abstaining. I'm actually very informed of it.
Okay.
Okay, so Ray abstains. Any other abstentions?
No, Ray said that he's been at the meeting, so he's not abstaining.
Oh, okay, Ray, thank you. I told you I couldn't hear you.
Sorry about that.
Anyway, anybody, that's okay. Anybody abstaining?
Yes, me, Clifford Muniz. I'll be abstaining.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Paul Coverdale, abstain.
I'm sorry, your name? Paul Coverdale, right?
Thank you so much.
Anybody else?
Anthony Rodriguez.
Anthony Rodriguez. Okay.
Tamara South.
Thank you. Okay, so we can go.
Anybody else?
I think those
Anybody
are.
opposes? Who said abstain? Okay, Cynthia, you got them all?
I have Clifford, Paul, Anthony, and Tamara abstaining, and then we could just go for the no and yeses now.
No, okay. I have a cuckoo clock that's going off. Just ignore it. Okay, any abstentions? I didn't hear any.
No, any no's. We did abstention.
Any no's? Okay, and thank you, new board members. It's okay to abstain if you don't have information because you don't really want to vote on something you don't really have full information on. So, Maria, it passes, sweetie. Anything else you have to add?
No, that's it. Thank you very much. And we could keep it moving.
Oh my goodness, thank you. I will do. Cynthia, can you change the page for me? I know we're having trouble. Okay, franchise and licensing. Reverend John, are you here? Are you here today? Reverend John?
Please, can the district manager help me because I'm joining from my phone?
We'll do it. Cynthia will do it.
Thank you. Thank you, Cynthia.
Cynthia's on the phone with Altagracia. Please hold.
Just, we need someone to read it. Julia, would you be able to read it for him?
I could barely see it, but okay. We review of July meeting. Number one, approval for a letter of no objection for Jesse Polanco of J&K's Redemption Center located at 329 Bryant Avenue, Bronx, New York, 10474. Was that, Reverend John, was that something that we needed to vote on, or was that a statement, just a review?
Madam Chair, if I may have a point of reference.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
But
you're coming in broken up.
On the agenda is July and August.
I'll say it, Ralph, because you're breaking up. So everything that's under review of July and review of August have already been voted on. We just wanted to let you know what we voted during the summer because
Can you hear me now? Better?
Okay. It's breaking up, Ralph. I'll just read through them if you like, or if everybody.
Hello?
Yes, can everybody hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Yes. Okay, I think it's Ralph with the problem. Okay, so let me just read through them and then we'll move on to the next committee, okay? Number 2, this is also for July. Approval of new application, Telaroa how do you say that? Okay.
No idea.
Trayeros Restaurant Cafe Incorporated, located at 1390 Randall Avenue, Bronx, New York, 10474. They are applying for a wine, beer, and cider. The establishment will have a full food menu. There is no outdoor permit for this location. So everybody, let's keep an eye out. Make sure that they don't put one up. Number 3, approval of a renewal application for J&J Prospect, which operates under the trade name Seis Vecinos Restaurant, located at 640 Prospect Avenue, Bronx, New York, 10455. Stop it, Cynthia. They are applying for a full license. They will have recorded music. The establishment will have a full food menu. There is no outdoor permit for this location. License number, et cetera, et cetera. Oh boy. Number 4, review.
I'm sorry. So those top 3, they were approved, and then this next one, number 4, got pushed over to the August meeting because they didn't attend. So you could just jump down to August.
Okay, bring it. There you go. Reviewing for August meeting, approval of a new application for Route 55 restaurant located at 1318 Lafayette Avenue, Store 4 and 5, Bronx, New York, 10474. They are applying for a full license. They will have recorded music, karaoke, and a disc jockey. The establishment will have a full food menu. There is no outdoor permit for this location. 6, review, this is also August, review of a new application for licensee name CDJ Express of Hunts Point, trade name Crab du Jour, located at 925 Hunts Point Avenue, Bronx, New York, 10459. They're applying for a full license. They will have recorded music. The establishment will have a full food menu. There is no outdoor permit for this location. We'll present in September's meeting.
All right, I'm sorry. So they actually sent an email saying that they're going to be pulling their license, that their application, that they're not going to be doing anything right now. So they didn't even come to September's, okay?
Okay, beautiful. Thank you. Number 7, review of a renewal application for El Portón Bar and Restaurant, number 2 Corporation, located at 576 Southern Boulevard, Bronx, New York, 10455. They're applying for a full license. They will have recorded music. The establishment will have a full menu. There is no outdoor permit for this location. License number will present at September's meeting.
And they're actually here, so.
Okay, so Reverend John, do you want to proceed with this? Reverend John?
Yes.
Okay, because I had 2 people say that they've already been booted off, or they
can't
have issues.
hear.
I'm sorry. I already had 2 board members text me and call me saying that they've been booted off or they having issues.
Yeah,
Okay.
Miss Carrie, I got Pito as well, but I keep logging back in.
Thank you. So just text me, that way I can know. All right. I don't want your attendance to be compromised.
Okay.
Yeah, this today this seems to have a lot of gremlins. I don't know. I'm having trouble too. But
yeah, I'm sorry
Reverend
about
John,
that. I don't know what's going on with that, but people are getting booted off. I'm getting a text too. I apologize.
Yeah. Okay. So Reverend John, are you still with us?
Yes, please. Do you
Okay.
hear me?
Number 7.
I'm having a problem with connection.
Okay, number 7 is the renewal application for El Portón. Do you remember that one?
Yes.
Okay, Cynthia tells me that they are here. Cynthia, are they still here?
Yes, give me 1 second. Yes, let me just unmute her because she was on the phone.
Okay. What is her name?
Maylene.
Maylene. She speaks just Spanish or?
I still see, no, she speaks English, but.
To unmute yourself, you gotta press *6. You can mute yourself and unmute yourself. For callers, they press *6.
Hi.
Thank you.
Maylene, is that you?
Yes,
Okay, we have Reverend. Okay, how are you? My name is Julia Cruz. I'm the first vice chair. I'm chairing the meeting tonight. I have Reverend John here, who's the chairperson of the franchise and licensing. So, Reverend John, I turn it over to you.
Yes, I'm listening.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, hi.
Yeah, do you hear me?
Yes.
I think I'm not too sure. District manager, are we voting? Is the board voting on the on those applications that we approved? Have we voted on that?
My understanding, Potong was one that we just did, and at your committee level, it was voted to approve.
Okay.
Okay. Is there any discussion on this? It was approved at committee level. Any questions? We have Maylene here and we have Reverend John.
This is Cedric McCless. I have a question. When we say full license, does that include alcohol?
Yes,
yes,
it
Cedric,
includes
yes.
beer and wine and alcohol.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions?
No, but at the committee, the sergeant said there was no incidents there. They confirmed that the cameras worked, and it was passed unanimously at committee level.
Oh, okay. Any other questions? It's passed that committee. There's no incidents. Okay, so since it passed that committee level, is there a second?
Guadalupe seconds it.
Thank you.
Okay, any abstentions?
Cedric, you're
I abstain.
Yes, I got you, Cedric.
Anybody else?
None, Madam First Vice Chair. Let's proceed.
Yes. I'm sorry, say that again. I missed it.
Set to proceed.
Okay, I hear no, is anybody opposed? Not hearing none. Hopefully it's not communication problem. Not hearing none. Reverend John, your motion passes. Can you let the young lady know also?
Yes, thank you. Please, you will have to meet with the district manager to sign the stipulations as we discussed.
Okay, Maylene, did you understand what he said? You have to meet with the district manager, make arrangements to sign what was discussed?
We got disconnected. Hold on.
Oh, okay, so you guys you can reach out to her.
We'll call you tomorrow so that way you can come to the office, or we'll figure out and then we'll have you sign the stipulations and everything.
Okay, we can move on to the next committee. Was that it for, I can't see the bottom, was that it?
No, that was not it. That was the last of that page. We need to move to the next page.
I got it, I'm sorry.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay, so this is a review for application. I'm sorry, go ahead, Julia.
You can read it if you want because mine is so blurry.
Okay. Review of a new application for licensing name Chipotle Mexican Grill. Yes, we are getting a Chipotle. Located at 1030 Southern Boulevard, Bronx, New York. They are applying for wine, beer, and cider license. They will have recorded music. The establishment will have a full food menu. There is no outdoor permit for this location. And they actually emailed us saying that they're going to come back in November because the storefront that they were looking for is still moving out. So they'll be back in October.
Wonderful, thank you. The next one?
Review of a renewal application for La Española Way under the trade name Tequila and Mezcal located at 1292 Westchester Avenue, Bronx, New York, 10459. They are applying for a full license. They have recorded music. The establishment will have a full food menu where there is no outdoor permit for this location. License number 1267089, and they will present at September's meeting, which they did. They are here. I saw Salvatore Negro. I'm sorry if I say the name incorrectly, but I saw a representative on here. Salvador Negrores. So we can discuss this one.
You're talking about number 9?
Yeah, but so number 9 became
Salvatore, is Salvatore on?
Yes, and number 9 became number 13. And they decided at committee level to send a letter of objection regarding this renewal because they've been having a lot of issues. So you guys can discuss this now.
Okay, remind me what number it is. It became what number?
13.
Yes,
I
Madam,
can't see it. Yeah, I
Madam
can't see
Chair.
it here.
Madam Chair.
Yes, yes.
Regarding this establishment, we had a report from the sergeant, and this establishment in the past 2 years have had, I believe, over 83 311.
Exactly 83.
Yeah, 311 calls from the community residents. There have been series of violations, and there is an ongoing police investigation. There have been incidents where 911 has been called and the business decided to block and restrict the law enforcement from entering the premises, and they had to activate, I've forgotten what it is called.
The emergency services.
Emergency services, and they had to have a forced entry into the establishment. So this business has become a major issue to the community, and the police precinct and the community residents have really objected to our renewing their license. That's why at the community level, we voted to deny them a renewal of their license. Thank you.
Okay. Is the gentleman on?
Hi, this is the representative of La Española Way.
Hello.
Is it okay if
heard about yes, you just heard what was discussed here. Do you have any comments?
Yes, please. If I may, just briefly. Hi, everybody. My name is Brian Fink. I'm a new representative for La Española Way, and yes, Salvador Negros is on as well. He can hear. I just wanted to sort of, well, I don't know if I need to give any background about the committee, but you know that the committee denied the renewal. And I understand that there are all kinds of concerns about loud music and about crowds often getting rowdy and lots of police activity. And Reverend, I read the NYPD search results, the 911 calls, the 311 calls, the summonses, the complaints, and all of those. I read every single one of them, and I could tell this is a really busy and loud block. But the vast majority of these don't seem to be coming from La Española Way at all. That as far as I could tell, there are many complaints about Twin Auto Sounds hosting all-night parties till 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., blasting music from the speakers in the cars, serving alcohol, having these indoor parties in the garage there. Lots of complaints about loud music coming from parked cars right outside. Complaints about double parked cars right outside. There are many items that seem to be sort of unrelated to maybe any of the businesses, involving maybe a driver and a pedestrian just sort of meeting spontaneously or something. All of this is to say is that there are many different things going on here at this intersection that could be creating these sounds. There's the car stereo shop. There's Paria Azteca, the Mexican restaurant. They have a speaker facing outside onto the sidewalk. It's next door to La Española Way. They have an outdoor structure, where people can congregate. There's King Sunshine Jerk Center. I know they don't serve liquor, but they have, they serve food 24 hours a day. People drive up, people order food, they wait for the food outside. It could be 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. So a lot of these issues that are going on here at this intersection, they don't seem to have anything to do with La Española Way. But and Reverend, you mentioned this already. I know that there are at least 3 or 4, issues in these 83 or so that can be attributed to La Española Way. And I want to emphasize that La Española Way has learned from its mistakes. It's continuing to learn from its mistakes, and it's doing different things to try to improve its operation, its premise, and make it safer. It has security guards.
Okay.
Madam Chair, may I have a
Thank
point of
you.
reference here? Madam Chair, may I have a point of reference?
Thank you for his time, and we have to move on. So
Yes, yes.
District Manager.
I just want to indicate that all of these issues so this is 83 911 calls that are related directly to this
311.
establishment. 911 calls.
Oh, 911?
To this establishment. Yes, 83 within the last 2 years. And we've been having issues with this establishment prior to this renewal coming up. And I am not going to speak for the police department, but at the committee, Sergeant Guglielmo made it very clear that it was not the other establishments that these 83 911 calls were related to. In particular, we keep in mind that this establishment was open during the pandemic when all restaurants were to be closed, and they remained open, and the police needed to come here every weekend night to shut them down. And it got to a point where they did not allow the police in, and they had to get the emergency service unit to come break down the door.
Guglielmo's on.
Yes, so Guglielmo, could you reiterate any of this?
Sergeant Guglielmo?
But this establishment is not in the interest of the community. That's my point of reference. Thank you.
Okay.
Ralph,
thank you so much,
is it
Sergeant.
okay if I respond? May I respond, please?
District Manager, thank you so much.
The response,
Mr.
all the
Fink,
work was done at the
I don't
committee.
think we cannot go back and say it didn't happen here when it was already discussed at committee level and it was already determined at the committee level that it was that address and ESU has to respond to that address. So I don't know what you can respond to that. We're ready to, if you're okay, Mr. Chair, we're ready to.
I would just,
sorry.
if I may, I just want to emphasize that La Española Way really wants to work with the community board.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Okay, it appreciates your time and it respects you all. And like I said, it is working to improve its operation and improve the area. But Ralph, I understand that there are issues with this, but many of these are directly related to other businesses that are named in these logs.
I'm sorry,
And
Mr. Fink, but we went over that in the committee, and the police made it abundantly clear.
I hope we have the
it was
chance to work
from-
together going forward.
It can't.
I just hope
This is ongoing with this establishment.
Sergeant Guglielmo has made his recommendations. The committee listened to it, and the facts had to come out in the committee. And if it wasn't presented at the committee, then we have what we have at this committee. So, Reverend John, we're ready to move on.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate your time.
Thank you. Okay, to send a letter of objection to the state liquor authority. So we're going to vote on this tonight. It passed at committee level. Do I have a second?
Guadalupe second.
Guadalupe, thank you. And Sandra, I think, also chimed in. So we're ready to vote. Are there any person? Okay, Ralph, help me here. It's yes to send a letter of objection, no, not to send it. Am I correct?
Correct. The motion was made to deny and to object to their renewal. So
okay, so
it's
if you
yes
vote
for it.
yes,
Yes.
Okay.
If you vote yes,
Gotcha.
it's to deny it, which is what the committee recommended.
Okay, so okay, so I already have one person that chimed in. Thank you, Mary. Let's do the no votes. Are there any no votes of not sending this letter of objection? Is anybody saying no, do not send it? Okay, not hearing anybody. Is anybody abstaining from this vote?
I am. Monique Menace is abstaining from this vote.
Thank you, Monique. Anybody else?
Madam Chair, Madam
Clifford.
Chair,
Yes.
Madam Chair, I would like those that abstain to abstain with a reason, please.
You want them to abstain with a reason, or you want to abstain with a reason?
I would like them to abstain with a reason.
Okay, Mary, would you like to give a reason?
Monique, not Mary. Monique
No, Mary
abstained.
also. Mary. Oh wait, Mary said yes. Okay, Monique.
Yes.
Would you like to give a reason?
I don't have no interest in this one way or another, and I don't have enough information. I only have what y'all said, so y'all can take care of this. I abstain from this one.
The reason I'm
Okay,
saying
she
that
said
is because
y'all can take care of
Since
it.
she doesn't have
Okay.
enough information, that's a
Okay.
legitimate reason to abstain.
Okay. I know that a new member also abstained. Am I right?
yes, that's Monique. Monique is a new member.
No, there
Not
was
a new
another
member,
one. I
Reverend
threw it in the
John.
chat. Is
Yes,
anybody
Tamara.
else abstaining?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Rav. I was saying she's a new member of the committee.
Okay, you clarified that. Thank you. I mean, the member of community board too. There was a new one that abstained. Okay, I'm ready to move on. I don't hear anybody else abstaining. Okay, we are going to send a letter of objection.
Motion passed, yes. Thank you.
Motion passed. Thank you, Reverend John. That was a little up and down. The Education Committee, Yvonne Gilliam. Yvonne, are you on?
I think Yvonne is on,
so
but they did not meet. Yes, they did not meet.
there
I'm
was
sorry,
no
Cindy.
meeting,
I'm
so
sorry.
thank you, Yvonne. Next page.
Hold on, before we bypass these pages, the two, so 10:30 Chipotle and the 9:25, they said that they were going to be waiting. Are we gonna send a letter to SLA telling them to wait until they meet with us, so that way they don't bypass us?
I contacted the SLA regarding 1030 Southern Boulevard.
Okay.
So, but I will, at the discretion of the board, I will certainly contact regarding 925 Hunts Point Avenue.
Okay.
And Reverend John, before we actually leave your committee, I wanted to thank you. All summer you guys worked, and it looks like you did do a lot of work. I know this committee is not easy. I know that you get confronted with a lot of negativity and stuff like that regarding when you want to deny a license or you want to send a letter of objection. I know that people get angry, but I want to thank you for the work you've done, and all summer you work. So thank you. And on behalf of all the committee members, I thank you.
Thank you very much, and also not just me, but all the committee members, because all of us were available throughout the holidays or the vacation. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, like we mentioned, education did not meet. Now we're up to special events. I see a wonderful Halloween parade coming up. V, are you on?
I am. Good evening, everyone. Welcome
Good
back.
evening, V.
Yeah, I'm super excited of the return of the Halloween parade. This year we are doing a lot of different things. We're offering free face painting for any kid without a costume. There's cash prizes. We have 10 marching bands confirmed. A lot of good stuff happening. Stilt walkers, a lot of different organizations. I definitely would like to see more organizations from our district participating this year, because I have a lot of organizations from all over New York City. It would be nice to have some organizations representing our district. I did leave my information in the chat if anyone's interested in participating or volunteering. And that's it.
Thank you, V. Always hard work. Thank you.
I'm
Cynthia,
sorry,
who's next?
V. Your stuff may have scrolled up. Can you just put your information in there one more time, please, so I can take it?
Sure will. Not a problem.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry, guys. Hold on.
Technical difficulties. I'm just, okay. Health and Human. How could I not know that that was next? Lou, are you on? Chairman Luis Romero?
He's on.
Hi, Lou.
We hear you very low. You're very low.
I don't know. So basically, we had an invite from a doctor, and he spoke about COVID, and he gave it an update of what's happening with COVID, with the boosters. He gave a statistic about COVID in the Bronx and statewide. I invite you to look at the minutes. All the information is there. He did a presentation. The presentation was also attached. And just that's basically what it was. Thank you.
Thank you, Lou. And it's going to be pretty busy because people are going for their third vaccine. So you guys are going to be very busy soon.
We are.
I know. Thank you. Thank you for being busy. Youth, thank you for your report. Youth Services, Larry. Larry, are you on?
I'm on.
Go ahead.
I didn't complete my report for the day. I was stuck in traffic for about 2 hours from Bronx River to where we live at. But anyway, we just discussed the back to school event, some positive things, negative things, and that's basically it.
Okay, thank you. What do you mean stuck in traffic? That doesn't happen.
I was stuck in traffic a long time.
Listen, that doesn't happen. Okay, executive committee, Bobby's gone for the day. He's somewhere. Housing and land use, Paul is not here. Does anybody have any information on her?
I'm here. I'm sorry. First, Madam Chair, I'm here. How are you guys?
Wow. Oh my goodness, hi.
I
have a
do
report
want to
to us?
apologize. I'm currently in Texas, and I forgot it was an hour difference. Oh
my goodness.
So you guys are actually an hour ahead of where I am, and I totally forgot. I do apologize, but I happen to
don't
chime
worry
in.
about it. Mhm.
So my report is basically simple, somewhat. It's Manny from Manny Group gave a presentation on the development and the progress of the development at the La Peninsula, project, and she gave a brief, report about the update on 700 Costa Street where the fire was. And she also pretty much just summed everything up as to the hiring practices that was taken during the project, at which the community board had a part to do it and wanted to have some record to show, making sure that people in the district and in the community of the Bronx were hired, and the hiring practices. And basically that was it. We sort of ended on a sour note. However, we got the information we need. Moving forward, we're going to try to set up some workshops for the individuals in our district with the 50% preference to be able to try to get ready for the upcoming lottery system for the Peninsula project that will probably be in December or June. So we have a lot of work to do, but basically that's my report. Thank you.
Paula, thank you so much, and thank you for making the effort, and try to make the best of your time out there, okay?
Thank
you. I definitely will see you. We have to talk when you get back, okay?
Thank you so much. Have a good night, everyone.
You're welcome.
Bye,
God bless.
I'm not leaving. I'm going to be here for roll call, but I'm not leaving.
Okay. Any old business? Not hearing none. Any new business?
I got some old business.
Okay, Barbara, go ahead.
I'm addressing this to Ralph. I need to know what's going on with the
breaking up the cement over by a chili restaurant. That thing is really awful.
Where is that?
801 Southern
That's,
Boulevard.
I mean, that's waiting for an accident. It's really bad. The mailbox is lifted up. Anybody can pull the mailbox up. The cement is so broken. Anybody can fall.
Ralph,
There's a lot of
Ralph,
children coming
can you
by
follow
there.
up on
I
that,
sent a
Ralph?
video to Cynthia so that they could see what it looks like.
That's already in the works. We've emailed that to DOT, and Ralph we'll follow up with it after this.
Thank you. And get back to Barbara, please, on it. Thank you. Any other old business?
Yes, yeah, this is Jesse Harris. What I'm
Jesse.
feeling, yeah, how you doing? The
All right.
the whole bicycle thing, has that been resolved? Are the business people, just gonna sit tight for it? And also, it's really taking from the police department if they have to deal with any kind of ridiculous traffic stuff and they can't do police work. So I think we need to organize something, because I've gone to other boroughs and the bicycles are on the sidewalk and not in the street. So even we I don't know who's doing what on it and who's objecting to their being on the streets and taking up parking spaces. But, it takes crime fighting out of our police officers, and it takes business away from the businesses that we have, because people can't park and go into their places and shop. So, I think we need to do something about that. I don't know what the captain feels. I don't know what.
Hi, may I respond to that?
Sure.
Hi, so I can speak on behalf of some of the requests that we've been receiving. So the assembly member actually did mention to the department, the DOT, that this is a major concern in our district. And they had told us they would do a site overview, you can say, of seeing which areas need more focus on for some of the bikes that are being placed on the streets and taking up parking space. Now, the assembly member had mentioned to Navarro that it'll be ideal to have some of the bikes parked on the sidewalk so that we don't discourage nor do we take away opportunities for cyclists to use the services that's provided by city. Now, as of now, we're going to follow up with Navarro about this issue. I know that we need to continue to talk about parking space because it is a necessary need for some of our businesses and also our residents in the district. So I can definitely follow up with you and give you an update on the next, and give everyone an update on the next meeting of what that comes up.
Yeah, well, let me
Thank you so much.
Yeah, let me just quickly respond to that. Also, look at the utilization of the.
Jesse, very quickly, this is Maria. And actually, DOT, Navarro and his group will be coming they are supposed to come to my meeting in October to discuss the city bike situation in this district. So if you want to, you could join in on my meeting, or you could send us the info that you want to say, but they should be in attendance at our meeting.
Okay, but
I think Maria, what you can do, and maybe work with Cynthia to remind everybody that they're coming to that, because it seems to be a big problem because they just popped up all over the place. So maybe if she sends a reminder, whoever wants to discuss it can come to that meeting too.
Right.
I believe she does send out, messages to people to say which meetings are happening when, and when the agenda is available, we'll let everybody know.
But to highlight this city bike thing, because it seems to be a big thing.
All right, well, I just want to reiterate the fact that our email was hacked. So if you did not receive anything from me this month, please reach out to me on my cell phone, because the individual that hacked the email had enough time to go into individual emails and change it around. So if you didn't receive anything from the office this month, please text me and just send me your information again, so that way I could input it all over.
Okay. And just to piggyback, on the.
Yeah, let me close with this. Yes, let me close with this.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. The utilization of the bikes in our area have to be compared to other areas. Now, if there's not a lot of activity there, the bikes should be removed. And I'm also, saying maybe we need to talk to the business association to see what they feel that it's doing to them and have some concrete numbers to give to DOT.
Agreed. I think the bid is also involved in that because it's taking up a lot of parking spaces. And in addition, if you think something about crime or whatever, don't forget the precinct also has their meeting that it would be a great place to bring it up at also. But you brought up a few good points here that we need to, work on them. So thank you, Jesse.
You're quite welcome.
And Jesse, may you include your information in the chat so that when we do follow up with Navarro on our requests for the bikes, I can definitely update you on any information that surrounding the conversation with the assembly member and Navarro.
Okay, terrific. Thank you.
And also, Maria, I would definitely follow up with you regarding your meeting because I would like to see if I can attend that as well.
Yes, it's the second Tuesday of October.
Great. So I'm not sure if I have your information on the chat, but I will request it from Cynthia.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you, Manuel, for trying to help. Thank you.
No problem.
Any other old business? Any old problems?
Yes.
Any old business?
Guys.
Hello.
I'm sorry. Yes. This is Monique Menace. I know that the sergeant was on the phone, and I just want to know: have we gotten anywhere with the stereo place over on Rogers Place in Intervale? Because yet again, I almost had an accident because they were like double parked for this place, and I don't want to get into physical altercation, so I want to know: is there anything being done about that level of parking and impeding traffic, impeding the bus? Is there anything that can be done or is going to be done about that?
Are you calling the precinct when you see that situation? I know that when I've seen triple park, because I've seen it, I call 311 to make sure that there's a record of it. Are you calling any place for it?
I am not. I didn't know who to call for it. I just know that when we come to these meetings, I make sure to make a note of it and the situation that takes place at that time to report it to, Guglielmo or anybody that's in the precinct. So
yeah, my suggestion is 311 keeps a track of all the calls that are made in a specific area, and they have to report on how many complaints were given on a specific area. So, I mean, I'll call 311 because I go by there sometimes. So if I see it happening, and also we could bring it up to the precinct council to see if they have any other calls regarding that area. We could reach out to Sergeant Guglielmo, or we can start tracking the calls.
That's the other thing. I have brought it up in the police council meeting. I actually need to know when the next one is because I do want to be there because
it's usually the first Thursday of the month. Am I right, guys? The first Thursday of the month?
Grace on you.
Yes, the first Thursday of the month. Yes, first Thursday of the month. Yes.
Yeah.
And Monique, if I could tap into that, I will support you on that because I know it's a problem.
And I will do as you instructed me. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Anybody else? Old business?
Yes. Well, not old business. I have an announcement.
Okay, ahead. Let's move then to new business and announcements. Let's go. Your announcement?
Sorry, I thought you said new business, Madam Chair. My announcement is I just want to thank both you and Cynthia for running tonight's meeting under the chaotic scenes. I am mobile and it's kind of difficult for me, but I've been listening and chiming in whenever I can. But I just want to thank you, Cynthia, and Danielle so much. So that's my announcement.
No, you guys are fabulous. You guys are fabulous. You guys
Always
carry everything on your
guys.
shoulders.
Thank you. Thank you.
If we could do a standing ovation right now, we would do it for you guys. You guys are fabulous. I know everybody agrees. Cynthia, Danielle, and you go out of your way. I can't say anything bad about anything. Any other announcements?
Yes, hello. This is James Dobbins from Guns Down Life Up.
Hi, James Dobbins.
I am excellent. How you doing? So I wanted to say hello to everyone. We here. We plan on deploying more team members on the ground. So I did hear earlier about the school situation. So any situations, we want to work very closely with the 40th precinct, 41st, 42nd, and in the community. So anytime y'all hear of any incident or any situation where we could be assistance, where we could deploy a team of violent interrupters or street canvassing, if you need a presence of the crisis management system inside the school or outside the school, I just want you to know we're a phone call away. Okay?
Thank you. Do we have your information?
I have it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll put it on the chat.
Okay. Thank you so much, James. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Hi, this is Sonia. Hi, everyone. I just wanted to say that we're up and running again for giving out our free produce on Kelly Street between 163 and Intervale. So we're starting again on Friday. So spread the word, okay?
Give me the time, Sonia. Fridays
Fridays from 11 to 1. Yes.
Okay. I'll send some of my folks over. Thank you. Anybody else?
Hey, this is Raymond.
Yes,
how are
Raymond.
you? Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So we will be having our precinct council meeting. I'm your vice president at the council on October 7th. I'm going to do it. We're doing it virtual. Like we did wanted to do it at the precinct, but it's almost impossible to drive anywhere now because of the parking traffic. And
oh my God.
So it will definitely be virtual. And
okay, Monique, did you hear that? Monique.
Yes, I'm here.
Anyway, okay, the precinct council meeting is going to be virtual.
Yes, I got that. I got that part. I
Okay.
just need the information unless this is it in the.
We're gonna be putting it out very soon. So and I'll definitely share it so that all the community board members can get it. I'll send it to Cynthia so she can share it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'll be there. I'll probably be at work, but I'll be there.
Okay, and then the other thing is we're going to be doing our 3rd annual trunk or treat in front of the precinct. If you guys haven't been to it, it's a really great time. It's
yeah, it is.
It's on Halloween Day. It's one of the only real events that we have on Halloween. And it's in front of the precinct. So definitely want to invite everyone. Bring your costumes. The officers will be dressed up. The council members will be dressed up, and
do the
good
kids
time for
need a
everyone.
costume? Because we do have some that can't afford.
No one needs anything. Just come and enjoy.
Okay. Just.
But
That's so great.
But,
It is,
but
it is a
I
great
will have
event.
my costume.
That's a great event. Thank you so much. And thank you for being on the council, the vice president. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Any other announcement?
Julie, just to piggyback on that, I just want to also announce that no one needs a costume to go to the Halloween parade. We're actually going to provide also face painting for kids that don't, and we're going to give out balloons, a lot of goodies, a lot of stuff. So you don't have to have a costume. If you don't have a costume, just come out. It's going to be a good time. October 23rd, 2021.
V and Raymond, that is so good because a lot of people will shy away from not going because they don't have costumes. So that's a wonderful thing. Whoever thought about it, my hat's off to you. Thank you so much. Any other announcements?
Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah. We can
My
hear
name
you
is
now.
Jose. I live at Fox Street. The thing is, who can we if there's any way we could reach out to DOT to put more traffic agents in Hunts Point, Westchester Avenue, Tiffany,
Jay, I got an
Garrison.
update regarding that, and if I may. So I met with State DOT, right, regarding having more traffic agents because this is a nightmare in our district and it's actually spilling all over. The issue is State DOT has the funding for the traffic agents come out of NYPD. There seems to be a shortage of traffic agents, and that's where the issue is. So I know that the council member is working with the chief of traffic and NYPD on trying to get more traffic agents, even from other boroughs, to come. We got about another 3 months of this heavy construction on the Bruckner, and it's spilling everywhere, Jose. I understand. The board can only do so much, but we're trying our best to address it. So
Well, that's understandable. I just want to make sure somebody new and is aware of it.
yes,
But
we
it
are
took me
aware.
20 minutes from my house to Bronx River, something that I never took before in my life.
20 minutes
Yes,
only?
yes.
It
Yes.
took
Yeah,
me
well,
3
I
hours
went in
yesterday.
circles. I went in
Yeah.
circles until I finally found a gap.
I saw
Yeah, we're
Larry
all
today
having-
trying to find parking in front of the office, and it took him 20 minutes just to go around the block. So yes, I'm hearing it from
It's bad.
everyone in all languages and all slang. I'm hearing it from everyone. But
I'm even
the
sending,
board can
I'm
only
even
do so
sending,
much.
Ralph gets videos from me, so.
Okay,
But
the other
no, it is a
question is,
problem. It is.
are we losing Rite Aid? Because every time I go there, it looks like the shelves are empty.
That's been going on for a while. They're
And I
not
asked the
restocking
question,
their
are you
files.
closing? And they're not responding.
It's probably the traffic. They can't get to it.
No, that's been going on for a while. So something is going on
Good,
on Rite
Cindy.
Aid. So maybe
That's
we
really
can
good,
find out.
Cindy. That was good, Cindy. Thank you for making me laugh. Yes.
No, it's because of the thieves.
No,
Oh,
no,
the
but
thieves,
seriously, maybe we should look
Yes.
into it because Jose is right.
I mean, we
No,
lost
Pull
Walgreens,
everything off the
we
shelf.
lost Dwayne Reed.
It's the shortages that everybody's going through now. You go to any store,
Yeah.
all the shelves are empty. It's not just at Rite Aid.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Okay, guys, we're losing it.
Roll call.
Any
Roll
other
call.
announcements? Any other announcements? Okay, we're good. Roll call. We're good. Thank you. Have a good evening, everybody. Thank you for
We
listening.
got to do a roll call, then a motion to adjourn after the roll call.
You got it.
Cynthia's still there for the roll call?
Hello?
She did the roll call already.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm doing it right now. So, when I say your name, just repeat your name because when you say here, I don't know who it is. Carrie Agapito.
Harry Agapito.
Selvis Austin Jr.
Here, Elvis Austin Jr.
Evelyn Arauz.
Evelyn Arouse.
I'm sorry. Raymond Arroyo.
Raymond Arroyo.
Love Betancourt.
Love here.
Miles Burnett. Roberto Crespo. Paula Fields Conyers. Paul Coverdale.
Paul Coverdale.
Altagracia Cruz got voted off. Julia Cruz.
Julia.
Sandra de Jesus.
Sandra de Jesus.
Kevin Ellison.
Kevin.
Ferguson.
Kevin.
Oh, thank you, Kevin.
Okay.
Sonia Ferguson.
Sonia Ferguson.
Pascual Gomez. Alexandra Guadalupe.
Alexandra Guadalupe.
Yvonne Guillon. Jesse Harris.
Jesse Harris.
Jennifer Kelman.
Kelman.
LaShawn Lindsay. Talia Simone Lindquist.
Alia Simone Lindquist.
Barbara Lopez.
Barbara Lopez still here?
I didn't hear my name.
Who's that?
Yes.
Oh, I said it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear it. Okay, I'm here. I'm sorry.
Roland Lopez. Nicholas Mario. Luis Marrero.
Right here, Luis Marrero.
Jonathan Maltier. Cedric McCluster. I'm sorry, Shatoria McCoy Gregg.
Victoria here.
Monique Minnis.
Monique out.
Clifford Muñez.
For Muniz is Muniz.
Okay. Okay, so I'll change that. Thank you. Reverend
you.
Moses. Lynette Olmo. Maggie Ortiz.
Maggie Ortiz.
Larry Robinson. Anthony Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Charlie Samboy. Richard Sherman.
Richard Sherman.
Tamara South. Beyonce.
V's here.
Maria.
Maria's leaving.
Reverend John.
Reverend John is here.
Mary Lee Roten. And Talia Williams.
You called Jeff Korn.
I'm sorry, I actually didn't. Jeff Korn.
Cedric McCluster.
I called you.
Lynette Olmo, Cynthia. Sorry.
No worries, I got you. I'll cross
Okay.
it out.
Cynthia, do you got Ralph Acevedo there too?
You're not a board member anymore. Thank you very much.
Cynthia, great job. Thank you so much.
Mark him
Thank
absent.
you.
Mark him absent.
Yes, thank you. We need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second. Thank you all.
All right.
Have a good evening. God bless.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you so much. Everyone did a great job. Madam
Thank
First
you.
Vice Chair. Cindy, thank you so much.
Ralph, do not.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.